Ephraim, you going to send it to us? It's 10 of.
Kind of loud music. Can't hear you.
Okay. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Of course, we're streaming this game in addition to having it on WMVB 1440 AM and 96.1 FM. My name's Tony Blum. I'm here along with my broadcast partner all season long, Harry Sachs, and today we bring you Vineland hosting St. Augustine. Cumberland County Improvement Authority Game of the Week is a joint production of Quinn Broadcasting and Prime Events on La Brava, WMVB 1440 AM and 96.1 FM. And today, a game for St. Augustine, Harry, that was a quick turnaround. Last night, they knocked off St. Joe's of Hamilton, the only blemish on their record. They did it in convincing fashion. They led by 20 in the first half. 67-56 was the final.
Yeah, and apparently went on a 21-0 run. That's surprising. Although a little bit on the someone was on the bench for St. Joe's most of the second and third quarter. Pierce, that really didn't help them at all. Definitely a different story here, with Vineland. You look at on that court, Tony, and the size of the prep is daunting if you're an opposing team. And so we'll just see how Vineland's going to handle that.
Well, earlier this season on the 6th of February, this St. Augustine team knocked off Vineland 86-52. Talked to Coach Russo, and he said, "Hey, look, we know they're very big. They rebound very well, and that's going to be a challenge for us. We have the speed advantage. We need to play good defense, get out and run if we can, get the best shot that we can, and that's going to be a key to us winning this basketball game." They are the Cumberland County Improvement Authority, your improvement authority, and they are investing in new, innovative facilities. For each dollar they invest, $4 more are returned to Cumberland County. To date, this strategy has created more than $400 million for the county. They also attract new businesses to the county and help those already here to grow and create more jobs. You can also find out the latest developments in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic and what you can do to help on their website, ccia-net.com. They do it all to improve the lives of Cumberland County residents. The Cumberland County Improvement Authority, your improvement authority.
Well, it's nice to hear you a little bit better. We had a little technical difficulty there. I couldn't hear you, but now I'm loud and clear.
Okay, so that's a good thing. Taking a look at St. Augustine and talking to Coach Rodia right before this game, he said that the reason that they were able to win the game last night, well, the main reason, according to what he said, is that they are playing much better defense than they played when they entertained them the first time around. And, you think about offense. You think about the players that they have in Delaney and Horder and Palick and all the others outstanding players they have. But he said, look, it's defense. Defense for us dictates the flow of the game. We want to turn over Vineland, and we don't want to let them get into any sort of continuity. We need to rebound, obviously, and we have the big size advantage to enable us to do that. But as you know, having coached basketball for quite some time, defense is what
dictates.
Really key to the game.
And I'll tell you one thing, the first time that they played St. Joe's, it was the first time I've seen the prep in a matchup zone. So, that was probably something that they got used to. In fact, that was their Achilles heel that they could never beat until last year, Camden Catholic. In their matchup zone, they could never really solve it. So I guess if you can't solve it, maybe you start running it, and maybe other people will have difficulty, going against it. But we'll see what kind of defense, they come out in. That, of course, was against, very good offensive team. Vineland, we know, Tony, that they've got to make their shots in order to set up their defense, their trapping defense in the half court. And if they're not able to hit their shots, that could be a problem for them setting up that trapping zone that they like to do. And as we've seen here, they love to run. And I don't think they're going to have any trouble running because the prep likes to run too. And maybe we will see a little up and down like we saw the other night when they played Bridgeton. But we'll see. I'm sure there'll be a more patterned offense to the prep than we will see from Vineland.
Well, the thing you have to take into consideration is, yes, maybe St. Augustine likes to run as well as Vineland likes to run, but I think that Vineland has a little bit more speed than does St. Augustine in getting down the court, so that certainly if they can grab the rebound and get it out quickly, that would be to their advantage. But as you mentioned, it's critical that they really hit from distance because of the fact that they're not going to be able to get a lot of easy buckets inside on the half court. They just have too much of a size disadvantage. And in addition to that, Harry, their roster is paper thin this evening because Amir Diggs, their second leading scorer, is out attending for a personal situation. And they also don't have Justin Harper, who has been out for quite some time. And Ja'Cory Williams, their biggest player at 6'5", is also recovering from an ankle injury. The only good news is that Amir Diggs, who we saw get injured against Bridgeton, is okay. They sat him out against Millville. They won that game anyway, but he is ready to go, and he is their best player, and he makes the whole offense go, both from a distributor point of view and also scoring, so it's good to have him on the court.
And one thing I noticed when I was watching the prep, play against St. Joe's and stuff, because they're so big in there defensively, they'll release someone, okay? When a shot is taken for, Vineland, they'll release someone. And if Vineland's not, adhering to leaving somebody back on defense, that can really just turn into fast break points very quickly there. So they've got to make sure that, they have someone back after the ball is shot because the prep will release someone, and because their guys are so big, they usually do get the rebound, and they can throw pretty long passes.
Well, we saw that happen against Bridgeton one play in particular where Bowman just released right after a free throw, and he was wide open, and immediately Coach Russo called the timeout because I guess that's a cardinal sin of basketball. You just cannot let that happen.
You have to have someone rotate, back. It depends who takes the shot, where the shot is taken from, but you can't, not have someone go back on defense and have a fast break situation, set up there, because that's just two easy points.
Interesting today, we haven't seen this much because it's been cloudy and inclement weather so long. It's a bright sunny day today, and the sun is pouring through the windows on the far end of the court and reflecting off the court, so nice to see that.
Yeah, that's definitely a difference.
So both teams now will stand for the national anthem from Vineland. So just about set for the start of this game. But first, we'll have the introductions of players. Starting at a guard, Ethan Fox, a sophomore, 5'8". Keith Pollock will start at a forward at 6'8". Elijah Brown starting, a freshman. Coach Rodeo always seems to have one of those, 6'2" freshman. John Horner, number 25, will start up front, 6'7". And Matt Delaney, the 6'7" senior, in the middle for St. Augustine. So you can see their size right there, Harry.
Without a doubt, just look at them over there.
And oh, by the way, they have a 6'10" freshman on the bench.
Yeah,
as well
that
as
doesn't hurt either. A
6'11"
developmental
sophomore.
player, I guess.
Yes, that's correct. Starting for Vineland, Joshua Colon, a 5'10" senior, joined by Ymir Diggs, 5'9" junior. Osmir Cates, 6'1" sophomore. Julius Holmes, a 6' senior. And Ryan Williams, a 6'1" senior.
The big guy.
So you look at Ryan Williams at 6'1", going to be battling 6'7", 6'8" up front. But one thing he does very well is he uses his size. I'm not talking about his height. I'm talking about his size, his bulk, his strength.
No doubt about that. He knows how to do that. And, he'll use it, underneath to back you in, try to get you out of there. And the biggest thing against him, if you're playing him, you just got to keep your feet on the floor and get your hands straight up. I mean, he's not a great leaper, but he will, back you in there. And if you leave your feet, you'll probably foul him and he'll get to the line.
Well, something else, Harry, that we've seen all season long from Ryan Williams is that he's 6'1", but going up against the 6'7", 6'8" kids from St. Augustine, he's probably going to try to use his quickness to get the step and get to the rim, which he can do, and we've seen him do.
Yeah, we've seen him do that. After we saw him the first game, we realized that, yes, he can do that.
So it'll be Cologne inbounding from right in front of our broadcast location. It comes to Ymir Diggs as he moves it across, veering to his left. Sends along the left sideline to Cates.
Reps coming out in straight man.
Center court to Cologne, stepping to his left to Ryan Williams, left side of the circle. Continues the dribble, now leaves it for Diggs. Diggs works the left sideline against Fox. Cross court for Cates. Cates cuts to his right for the jumper that is no good. It's short, and the rebound to Horner. Leaves it for Fox as he gallops to the forecourt. Right baseline. He finds Brown. Outside sends for Horner. They swing it left-hand corner for the jumper. That is good for three by Pollock. And he can do that.
Yes, he can.
3-0.
Once he gets his feet set there, he's lethal.
Here's Diggs with a step, with his quickness down the lane. No good, but he's going to be moving to the free throw line for shooting two as he was fouled on his trip down the lane.
Yeah, it looks like Fox got him there, and that's why Fox is probably starting this game because of his defensive, size and quickness on Diggs. But Diggs he's a handful. We know that.
5'9" junior will be back next year. First is good.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy. His quickness is just unbelievable.
Diggs will get one more for the Fighting Clan, and he hits them both.
He's also money on that foul line, Tony.
Fox, right-hand corner. It goes to Brown. Spinning for the turnaround. That is no good. The tip is good. Was that Horner?
That was Horner.
Down the lane is Ryan Williams for the floater. He answers quickly. Here comes Fox, hit of the key. Sends left side for Pollock. Has the notion, does not shoot. Swing it right sideline for Brown. Swings it along the left sideline for Pollock. No good. Rebound to Delaney, but it's taken away by Diggs. Cross court looks for Williams, but it's taken back by Fox. Ahead for Horner, ahead of the field for the flush. (7-4) now. St. Augustine leads it. Diggs right sideline to Williams. Williams watched by Delaney. Switching hands on the dribble. Leaves it for Cates. Center court. Played by Brown. Cuts to his right. Here's the pull-up straight away. It is good.
Nice pull-up jumper there.
Now he can't hit it from the outside. He's got some great moves as well. Right-hand corner, here's Brown. Brown down low. It goes for Delaney. Double team. Sends outside for Brown. Center court, Fox. Fox steps to his right. Up high for Delaney. Double teamed. In congestion for the floater that is no good, but a whistle on the play.
And it was triple teamed on that one there. And the one thing I've noticed about him, cardinal sin, is when he rebounds sometime, I watched him last on TV, brings the ball down, which negates your height if you're that tall. You got to keep it up over your head.
Holmes picks up the personal. The first is no good by Delaney. And you can see that Vineland obviously concerned about Delaney underneath, using his skills, double teaming him. Checking in is Bennett for Vineland. The second off the rim, bounds through for Delaney. 8-6. Left sideline, Cologne. Cologne puts on the floor to the right baseline. Here's the pull-up by Diggs. Yes!
They had a trap there, and the one guy that was left open is Diggs, not the guy you want to leave open.
Right baseline, it's Brown, loses control out of bounds, but they say it was last touched by Vineland.
Hey, you got to account for Diggs on that press over there in the corner because you know how he can shoot. You can't leave him open there.
Inbound pass from Halleck. It comes to Fox. They swing it left sideline for Horner. Center court for Brown. Brown veers to his left. Now sends right side for Fox. Fox, played by Cologne, retreats with a stationary dribble. Here's the cross-court pass. It's picked off by Diggs. Down the lane for the scoop. That is good.
Little hangover here for the Prep to start the game off.
Right sideline, it's Brown. Watched by Cologne. Nearly loses. Right-hand corner for Horner. Sends outside for Fox. And now timeout call for Coach Rodeo. Not liking what he's seeing.
No, not at all.
Going.
You know, not at all. A lot of mistakes out there on the floor, and he's not a happy coach right now.
Vineland on top, 10-8. You have all the insurance you need. Insuring those possessions that are important to you will give you peace of mind. Beyond the Insurance has been serving the community since 1973. Come in and visit their friendly staff at 525 East Elmer Street in Vineland. They can take care of all your insurance needs, that is. Just takes a telephone call to put the knowledgeable agents at Beyond the Insurance to work for you. Whether it's coverage for your home, auto, business, or more, phone George Castellini and the professionals at the Beyond the Insurance Agency. 856-696-0700. At the end of the day, you will be glad you did. Brown the trigger. It comes to Fox. In the backcourt, moves it across right sideline. Cross-court pass for Brown. Sends it left-hand corner for Palak. Underneath for Delaney. Backing his way. Double team. Sends outside for Palak. Cross-court Fox. He's loose for three. It's no good. Rebound tipped and grabbed off by Horner. Outside for Fox. Right-hand corner for Brown. Brown cuts in. And a whistle. Oh, they call it offensive foul?
Offensive foul on that. Hey, nowhere to go there. He just ran over Williams on that. That's a tough guy to run over.
Looks like they're coming out with a press here, St. Augustine.
Yep, 2-1-2. Either that.
Inbound pass comes to Diggs. He's directing traffic. Returns to Cologne. Right. Cologne ahead for Diggs, right side. Back the other way to Cologne. Cologne needs to hustle to get it across, and he does so. To Cates along the left sideline. He's double teamed. Cuts between two, looking, fire underneath the Bennett. His short flip is rejected, but a whistle knocked out of bounds. Last touched by St. Augustine. That was Horner getting a piece.
The rotation isn't correct. You can hear Coach Rodeo talking. The rotation on that press is not what he wants.
Inbounding is Diggs outside for Cates along the left sideline. It comes for Cologne. They'll set it up. Leaves it for
Got her back in man.
Right side. Cates is watched by Palak. Right side. He's got the pull-up. Yes, for three. And he can do that. We've seen him do it.
Yes, he can.
Center court. Here's Fox. Stepping to his left. Right sideline for Brown. Brown outside for Fox. Returns to Brown, right sideline. Deep in the right-hand corner, Palak. It goes up high for Delaney. Down low for Horner. Cuts in, drops it home.
And that showed a lot more patience on that possession down there, Tony, where they went inside where they can get the ball and get an easy shot like that.
13-10. Vineland continues to lead it. Right side of the circle, Diggs cuts to his right with a step against Fox for the pull-up. That is short. Rebound taken off by Horner. Hands it to Fox. Ahead it goes to the cutting Halleck. Cuts in, but he was fouled by Bennett. That was a sure 2-point right there. So you might say a good foul, but still has the opportunity to shoot it from the free throw line.
Bennett looks a little different. He got a haircut. I didn't even recognize him out there.
I'm with you, man.
Just took 2 inches off his height, though. He's a big fella, too, out there. Uses his body real well.
Jamara checks in, that is. Inbound pass, it goes to Delaney for the jumper, no good. The rebound comes off to Diggs. Diggs to the forecourt. Left sideline, it goes for Cates. Cates directing traffic, now retreating along the left sideline. Working off the pick from Diggs to the free throw line. Looks to spin, instead hands it off to Holmes with a step down the lane. He's rejected, but out of bounds.
Well, they're in that man, and I'll tell you what, Vineland is using their quickness, all right, to get off shots in there.
Whistle. Checking in for St. Augustine is Kenny Selby. Inbound pass to Holmes, right-hand corner. Outside, he sends for Cates. Cates looking to flip for Diggs.
Just a little miscommunication there. He thought he was coming out for the pass, but, you know, he didn't.
13-10. 2:47 left. Opening quarter here from Vineland. Fighting Clan on top. Selby moves it out of the backcourt. Also checking in for St. Augustine is Jack Schleicher along the left sideline. It's Demara, but it's picked off. Blocked. Cross-court pass from Diggs down the lane for the scoop that is good by Cologne. Great look there.
Excellent look by Diggs. He's not only a scorer, but we know he can fill up the book on assists also.
He's also a distributor. Left-hand corner. Horner left free for three, and he hits it.
That's his spot over there in that corner, Tony. Can't leave him alone out there.
Bennett, head of the free throw line. Bennett is called for steps. Yeah, both Halleck and also Horner at 6'7" can stick it from distance.
And you're like, that is his spot. That's his honey hole over there, right there.
Schleicher checks, throws into Selby. Center court, one hops Schleicher right sideline. Continues the dribble. Right-hand corner to Demara. Up high for Horner, just flips it home on the scoop. That is good.
Yeah, he just drove the baseline there and just, flipped it into the bigger Horner, and it's an easy 2 points.
Cates accelerates down the lane for the scoop. That is good. Got the step and then reached the ball out in front of him and got it to go. Left-hand corner, the side jump is good for three. Demara with his first points. 18-17 now. St. Augustine back on top. Outside, Cates left side with a pump fake. Free throw line for the pull-up that is no good, but he is fouled by Demara.
What's that old saying? You don't foul a jump shooter. Got him up off his feet. Up off his feet. Got to keep those feet down.
And Coach Rodeo having a teaching moment there for Demara on the sideline. Telling him what he did wrong on that particular play. The first is good. No good by Cates, I should say. Pardon me. Williams checks back in for Bennett. Also checking into the ball game, Luke Yevalakwa, 6'10" freshman. Cates, here's the second. It is no good short, but Ryan Williams with a rebound. He cuts in for the scoop. It is no good. Grabbed off on the rebound by Holmes, and he is fouled. So Vineland showing some fight there underneath.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you, you get 2 rebounds against the bigger guys in there. They're just not boxing out at all. And there you see the quickness of Vineland just going around them and the prep not getting a body on their man.
Holmes will shoot 2. The first is good.
Yeah, Coach Rodeo is not real happy now over there.
Holmes will get another. All tied up at 18. Second off the back of the rim, no good. Here's Ryan Williams again with a rebound. The floater is no good. Fight for the rebound. There is a tie-up.
Jump ball.
And the possession is to St. Augustine.
Hey, they are beating them to the ball underneath the rim down there.
Inbound pass to Selby as he moves it to the forecourt. Throws the Schleicher right sideline. They swing it left side for Demara. Outside for Selby. Gives off to Palak. Left-hand corner for Demara again with a three. That's back-to-back, or at least 2 threes since he's come in.
That's the spot over there for the Prep. In that corner, they've hit 3 threes already.
He's got 2 of them. Cates working, setting up the offense to Ryan Williams, center court. Played by Bevilacqua. Pardon me, I'll get it out, sorry. Center court, Cates. Cates watched by Demara to the right sideline. Center court, Williams. Played by Bevilacqua. He's got the step. Cross-court pass intercepted. Schleicher down the lane for the scoop. That is no good. And the rebound taken by Cologne. Cologne looking to release up court to Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams down the lane for the scoop that is no good. Partially deflected by Selby. And that's the end of the first quarter of play.
Nice play there by Selby to fake there where he was going to take the charge, and he didn't. They didn't get a shot off finally.
So at the end of one, St. Augustine in a seesaw affair leads at 21-18. You can stay connected with Newfield National Bank by using one of their many remote electronic banking services, including mobile banking with check deposit, bill pay, and e-statements, along with bank by phone and a network of ATMs. Go to newfieldnationalbank.bank for more information or call 800-690-3440, extension 8801. Newfield National Bank, always there for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. On that last play, Cologne like double clutched. He wanted to throw it down court and he had a free man, but then he fumbled it and had to kind of do it a second time. By that time, Ryan Williams was more
Tell you what,
closely
Tony, what
covered.
we have here is we have a battle of size over quickness. All right, and right now it's a pretty even, battle there. The Prep just has to be more patient on offense down there. They've got this, size advantage, but down here on the other end, no boxing out and all, and the quickness, they're just giving up rebounds to Vineland, giving them extra chances.
Delaney's back in the ball game for St. Augustine. Inbound pass to Ryan Williams, watched by Delaney, right side. Ryan Williams continues the dribble. Delaney looking to put
5
the pressure
seconds.
on.
Too much dribble in there by Williams, and they got a 5-second call. Good defense out there. Got to get rid of that ball there. Somebody's got to help him.
Fox back in the ball game, has the ball. Right sideline for Brown. Palak, right-hand corner. Underneath it goes to Delaney with a step back. No good, but he was fouled on the play.
They just get it in there, Tony. If they're just patient, like I said, I know I keep repeating myself, but that's if you're a coach, you got to be patient there and use that size.
Holmes picks it up, second on Holmes. Matt Delaney hits the first. Delaney, of course, will be headed to American University next year to play some more basketball. A university, by the way, that another alumni from St. Augustine played very well for, Saeed Nelson. Second is no good. Now the rebound to Ryan Williams. Gives off to Cates and leaves it for Diggs. To the forecourt, operates left side. Diggs wanted to hit Cologne. Down the lane, Cologne with a step underneath. He hits Bennett with the easy one, but he couldn't finish. And the rebound to Horner. Moves it across. It's loose on the floor. And Bennett reaches for it. But he had his right arm on the sideline, and it'll be St. Augustine basketball.
Unfortunately for him, the ref was 2 feet away. An easy call. Couldn't sell it.
Halleck with the inbound pass to Horner, left-hand corner down low. It goes for Delaney. Spins, drives the baseline for the flip that is no good, and the rebound is hustled down by Cologne. Ahead it goes for Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams down the lane. Ryan Williams lets it fly. Kind of a forced whirling shot. Rebound to Horner. Ahead to Fox, right sideline. Fox, cross-court pass for Palak with a pump fake underneath Delaney. Cuts in, and he hits, and he was fouled on the play.
Now you're seeing a little bit of smile over there on Coach Rodeo because of the way they're passing the ball around. getting it into the big guys. And down here, Vineland doesn't have an answer.
Delaney hits. So Vineland is yet to score here in the second quarter. Now trail it 25-18. Diggs with a step.
Yep.
He's cut off as he's double teamed up high. Veering to his right against Fox. Now pulls up, long range jump is good for three, and they needed that one.
Needed that one bad.
Here's Fox moving it across. Head of the key. Up high it goes for Brown. He loses control. Just couldn't find the handle. Ahead Diggs to Cologne. Down the lane for the scoop. It is no good. And now a whistle on the rebound. It looks like Diggs might have picked it up.
Yeah, Diggs got him there. But that's a shame, I'll tell you, because that was a beautiful pass. He just missed it. That's a couple layups they missed in a row.
First personal on
now
Diggs.
They're setting up in a full court press here.
Speeding to the forecourt along the left sideline is Fox. Loses control, but the scoop, I should say, the pass left-hand corner for Pollock is no good. Rebound is hustled down by Pollock, right-hand corner for the fadeaway. Check that. That's Horner for the fadeaway. Check that. That's Delaney for the fadeaway. No good. Gets his own rebound. No. Kept alive by Pollock. No good. Still loose. Now picked up by Vineland's Ryan Williams. To the forecourt. Kicks the basketball. And it's going to be last touch, they say, by St. Augustine. So all sorts of...
Three chances underneath that basket there. And nothing to show for it. Vineland is battling there. They just don't have that height.
Inbound pass to Williams outside for Cates along the left sideline. Directing traffic. Cross-court pass for Cologne. He's watched by Pollock. Cuts to his left. Lobs left sideline for Ryan Williams, played by Delaney. Williams continues the dribble. Cuts up court. Drives. Just a whirling shot. Force shot there. Out of bounds. Last touch by Vineland.
Yeah, Williams just, come in and just took a desperation, shot there. Forcing Coach Russo to call a timeout. Got to get them back together here.
5:28 left here in this first half of play. 25-21. St. Augustine on top of Vineland. Johnson's Popcorn is known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. So 25-21, Vineland hanging in there against a team that just disposed of St. Joe's of Hamilton last night in convincing fashion.
They're putting their three big men, down underneath, and then somebody's getting open, each and every time, if they're just patient.
Here's Pollock left side. He's double teamed, sends outside for Fox, veers to his right, returns to Pollock along the left sideline, down low for Horner. Horner up high for the cutter. That's Pollock. No good, and the rebound snared by Holmes. Great position there. Leaves it for Diggs. Left side to the forecourt. Diggs. Long range three. Way short. Rebound to Horner. Gives off to Fox. Fox ahead. Tipped away and chased down by Holmes, and a whistle.
Yeah, Fox got him, over there on the sideline. Good hustle, for Vineland on the loose balls. They're really playing tough, I'll tell you.
Inbound pass from Cates to Diggs. Moves it across in deliberate fashion. Selby has come on for St. Augustine. Left side for Cates, played by Brown. Looking to make the move against the freshman. Up high for Diggs. Down the lane, I should say, for Holmes. Looks to feed underneath. Kicked outside. Here's Cologne. The scoop is no good, and the rebound taken off by Selby, but bothered by Diggs, and he's going to pick up his second
picked
personal.
Up his second there in the backcourt. Just a little bit too aggressive there. Got him with the body.
So inbounding, Pollock to Selby. Cross-court pass for Brown. Returns to Selby, head of the key. Steps to his right to Brown, right sideline. He returns to Selby. Looking for the steal as Diggs doesn't get it. Right-hand corner. Horner lets fly for three, and he hits it.
There's him, 14.
Right sideline, Diggs, played by Selby. Continues the dribble. Looking over that defense, center court for Gates. Gates watched by Brown. There's the stationary dribble. Brown comes out to play him. He'll pull up. Long range jumper is off the back of the rim, but the rebound to Cologne and a hold underneath.
And that's because Vineland grabbed another offensive rebound, and then he gets fouled underneath. I'm not impressed with the boxing out. They're trying to use their height there, but they're not getting any bodies on the Vineland. That's why they're getting so many rebounds.
Xavier Ernest checking in along with Schleicher for St. Augustine. Inbound pass underneath for Cologne. Cologne will retreat. Left side, played by Schleicher. Leaves it for Cates. Cates accelerates, looking to penetrate against Ernest. Taken away down court for Selby. Scoops and hits. A whistle, some discussion. Don't exactly know.
I'm trying to get some kind of signal from the official, but definitely a foul. 7th foul on the prep. So they'll be shooting 1-and-1 down here.
Checking in is Demara. Sitting down is Horner. 30-21.
Ernest.
30-21 is the score. St. Augustine on top. First is good by Cates. He hits the 1-and-1. He will get one more. Hits them both. Cates, a 6'1 sophomore.
All right, 2-1-2 full court.
Right side, Schleicher. Looks to flip up high, but it's poked away and taken by Bennett. Ahead for Cologne. Right side, he leads Diggs. Diggs cuts to his left. Diggs underneath, left baseline, I should say, intended for Holmes, but he cannot control it. It's out of bounds.
Tough pass, just went out of bounds.
Williams
picking up full court.
Williams returns. Holmes will sit. Inbound pass to Selby. Center court. Delaney, left-hand corner for Demara. The side jump this time does not convert. Rebound, Delaney cuts between three, and he's tied up.
That's what I mean. That's what I talked about before, Tony. Bringing the ball down. Keep it above over your head. You're 6'7". You bring it down, and you're bringing it out to the size of the defender, and just gets his hands on and get a jump ball.
Possession arrow to St. Augustine. Right baseline, the drive by Demara, no good. Rebound to Holmes ahead for the running. Diggs down the lane, scoops, and he hits. And I know Coach Rodeo doesn't like that.
No, you're letting somebody break on you down there. You're getting nobody back on defense, no communication, and you give up a nice little layup.
They are the Cumberland County Improvement Authority, your improvement authority. They're investing in new and innovative facilities. For each dollar they invest, $4 more are returned to the Cumberland County. To date, this strategy has created more than $400 million for the county. They also attract new businesses to the county and help those already here to grow and create more jobs. You can also find out the latest developments in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic and what you can do to help on their website, ccia-net.com. They do it all to improve the lives of Cumberland County residents. The Cumberland County Improvement Authority, your improvement authority. 30-25, St. Augustine on top, 2:32 left in this first half.
And that's something that Vineland will take advantage of. When he gets a rebound and doesn't keep it nice and high, brings it right down to his stomach, they got hands on it, and they're going to get the ball. They're going to get a tie-up each and every time.
Ernest with the inbound pass to Selby. Selby moves it across, veering to his right. Continues the dribble, reverses direction. Stationary dribble, center court. Schleicher returns to Selby. Right-hand corner, Demara. Down low it goes for Horner. Outside sends for Selby. Deep in the left-hand corner for Schleicher. Cutting to his right. Cut off. Outside to Selby. To Schleicher with a step down the lane for the scoop. That is good. You can see that
You
defense.
see it opening up right there. Just keep passing around the zone, and you'll get somebody to overreact, and it'll open up a lane for you.
Right-hand corner, Cologne can't control. Out of bounds. Checking back in is Delaney, and sitting down will be Ernest. Schleicher right side. Cutoffs. Cross-court pass for Selby. Watched by Cologne. Retreats to center court. Right-hand corner for Horner. Horner looks down low, instead sends outside to Schleicher. To Selby, left-hand corner, DeMauro side jump, and it's no good. Rebound tipped up by Horner, and he's run into. And that will be a 1-and-1 now as Vineland is over the limit.
Yeah, both ways now for the rest of this half.
John Horner, a 6'7" senior, averages 9 points on the season. First is good. These guys, Horner and Halleck and Delaney, they've been together probably since they've been freshmen.
Yes, they have.
And he gets another. Hits them both. So Horner with 16 points. Gates to the forecourt. Met by DeMauro. Off the pick from Williams to the right side of the lane. He loses control. Here's DeMauro. DeMauro with the one-hop pass down the lane for Matt Delaney. No good on the flip, but he gets his own rebound. Now he's tied up.
Another jump ball. Bringing it right down. Bringing it right down. Yeah, that's got to drive you crazy. Look at Coach Rodeo's got his head in his hands over there, just like I would. You're that big. Use your size.
Possession now at this time for Vineland. The inbound pass to Diggs. 1:05 remaining. Diggs, right-hand corner. Here's Bennett. Sets no good. Rims out. The rebound is taken off by Schleicher. Cross-court pass for Fox, who's come back on. Fox down lane, intended for Horner, but an alert play there by Bennett as he tipped it away.
Yeah, nice recognition there on where the pass goes. Got his hands up high, got it out of bounds, or it would have been a layup for the prep.
DeMauro will trigger underneath his own basket. Looking far outside, it goes for Schleicher. Schleicher puts on the floor for the floater that is good. I mean, a floater from the free throw line. 36-25, right baseline. Diggs drives the baseline. Outside, deep in the left-hand corner for the jumper that is no good by Cologne, and the rebound taken off by Horner. Horner gives off to Fox. Fox, up court, it goes for Schleicher. Schleicher for the long-range jump. That is no good, and the rebound is taken by Delaney for the follow. The putback is good.
There's that size advantage. Gets an extra shot if we miss.
Diggs along the left sideline, retreats with 16 seconds left, holding for one here. Watched by Schleicher. Just the stationary dribble. He'll start the offense, works off the pick from Williams. Down the lane with a step. Scoops, no good, and the rebound is taken off by Delaney, and that's it. So we've played one half, and St. Augustine extends the lead 38-25 against Vineland. Well, do you have all the insurance you need? Insuring those possessions that are important to you will give you peace of mind. Beyond Insurance has been serving the community since 1973. Come in and visit their friendly staff at 525 East Elmer Street in Vineland. They can take care of all your insurance needs. It just takes a telephone call to put the knowledgeable agents at Beyond Insurance to work for you, whether it's coverage for your home, auto, business, or more. Phone George Castellini and the professionals at the Beyond Insurance Agency, 856-696-0700. And Shoppy's is even better online. You may know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at Shoppy.com. Remember, you're not presenting the best trophy if you're not presenting a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy's since 1921. Well, St. Augustine on top now by 13.
Comfortable, lead for them. They exerted themselves, held Vineland only 7 points in that second quarter there. And you can see if they have good patience there on offense, they can get shots inside. All right. In the first quarter, a lot of times they weren't, taking their cues off the guys on the outside. You have 3 guys running that baseline there, and one guy's going to be open each and every time there. But you just got to look inside. And I guess the biggest thing I'm going to fault for the prep is bringing that ball down and getting little guys and able to get you into a jump ball. They had 3 jump balls, Vineland now. Vineland's quickness is definitely a difference between a slower but bigger Hermit team out there. But right now the size is kind of taken over a little bit. And you have to wonder just sometimes, they're not only good inside, but they're hitting outside shots. You got a Corner with a couple threes. You've got Delaney with a couple threes. You've got DeMara with 2 threes. They can also shoot the ball from the outside. So right now they've settled into their game a little bit. I just think they were just a little maybe weary from that game last night in that first quarter. But they're getting back to what they do best.
Interesting, too, because earlier this season, if you recall, Harry, we did a game on Friday night, St. Joe's against Vineland. And then Vineland had to turn around the next day and travel to St. Augustine. Turnabout is fair play, but, of course, a very emotional game last night in Richland where St. Augustine avenged their only loss, and, of course, it was father and son against each other the second time around.
And that ties up the conference there, too, for them. With both of them having, just a 1 loss to each other. So I guess if everything plays out according to script, that the West Conference will be a tie between father and son there. Unless something happens and, Vineland, somebody else gets a loss and Vineland maybe can eke one out today, that would give them only 2 losses and would give the Prep 2 losses too. But that remains to be seen now with Prep 38. But I'm impressed with Vineland's today. And I'll tell you what, the one thing that really hurts is you don't have Gil, there, who unfortunately is out of town apparently at a funeral or something and couldn't make it today. And that's a big those 2 guards, Dig and Gil. They make the engine run for Vineland. Now, Diggs is doing his best, and Colonna's coming in and trying to do, what he can do. But I'll tell you what, they really miss him because he's another ball handler, and he's another 3-point shooter that they have, outside there. So he's missed. And again, you got Cates, who, who hasn't played in a while. Holmes, and we saw him the first game of the year,
Harper.
and he was.
Harper.
Yeah. And he was probably, one of their best players on the floor, and we haven't seen him since the first game. That's really a shame. But I'll tell you what, Vineland has given the Hermits, all they can handle in here, and they're making them make a lot of mistakes that they're not usually making out there. But like I said, they've settled in a little bit. Their ball movement is better against that zone, and they're getting some, shots inside, and they're also hitting some threes, which really helped them from the outside.
And don't forget, Vineland is also missing Ja'Cory Williams, a senior at 6'5", so he would have helped a lot as well, at least given them some size. Didn't start, but came off the bench, but an effective player at 6'5", and they don't have him. Like I said, their bench and even their starters are very thin. But they are, hey, look, one thing about them is they have definitely exerted a great effort here in this first half. You saw them beating St. Augustine to some of those rebounds, and they've played well as can be expected under the circumstances, and just want to see if they can continue in the second half, because this is kind of where coaches will tell you the start of the third quarter especially is the most important part, especially if you're behind.
Right. And the thing is, you've got the Hermits have a big bench over there. So even though they played last night, they're able to get some people in and out without really, making a big difference in as far as the ability goes. And, that helps when you have a bench and you get people's rest. Where Vineland, with their injuries and, missing people out there, their starters, they're not going to get a rest. They're going to have to go, the full 32 minutes tonight if they're going to have a chance, at all. But give Vineland credit. They really came out to play here, and they're not intimidated at all.
Absolutely not. And of course, this is the second go around for these two teams, so you could say that they kind of know each other. They kind of know what to expect, but they're not the same team because, as I mentioned, Coach Rodeo said that they are playing much better defense now than they were earlier in the season. And you hear other coaches say the same thing, like Gene Allen is notorious for saying the exact same thing, that his defense normally gets so much stronger as the season goes along because the kids just know what to do and they can stop thinking and just start reacting and playing.
I guess, if I'm Coach Rodeo, I've got to be so incensed at how many offensive rebounds though Vineland has gotten underneath their own basket down there. And that's just a fundamental, flaw that they're showing there tonight is they're not getting their body, on the big people down there for Vineland, and they're coming up with loose balls. And they've been a lot more aggressive than the prep, especially in the first quarter. But it seems like they've woken up a little bit now, and we'll see what that brings coming third quarter.
Well, you can stay connected with the Newfield National Bank by using one of their many remote electronic banking services, including mobile banking with check deposit, bill pay, and e-statements, along with bank by phone and a network of ATMs. Go to newfieldnationalbank.bank for more information or call them 800-690-3440. That's extension 8801. Newfield National Bank is always there for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So we're going to go into the second half, Harry, and from your perspective, any shift in strategy? Because I think you can only do so much with the players you have and giving up the size that they're giving up. So what do you feel they're going to do? Just basically the same thing?
If I'm Vineland, I might try to put a little more pressure on the ball and see if I can get a couple steals there. And the thing is, you've got to keep pressure on that ball and not let the prep get an easy pass down low, which they've been able to do. So if you put pressure, on the ball out there and, mess up his vision a little bit where he can't see the opening that they have down low, that would help. But you got to keep that pressure up. And you got to remember, Vineland's thin out there at the guard position, so it's going to take, it's going to take something. And, Diggs and them, they're not going to come out of there. And as far as the prep goes, just keep doing what you're doing, all right? Except box out a little bit better. Stop bringing the darn ball, I'm getting mad, down when you're 6'7" and making yourself 5'7" by bringing the ball down to your stomach and letting them get their hands on it. You've given the ball away 3 times. You have 3 times you've had a jump ball, all right? And that can't be the way it's going to be for the rest of the game. Keep that ball up high.
Leading scorers in the ball game, John Horner has 16, followed by Matt Delaney with 7 for St. Augustine, Ymir Diggs with 11, and Osmir Cates with 9 to lead the Fighting Clan. Both teams getting final instructions from their coaches. Few fans here.
Yeah, there's a few fans here. I'm looking at the standings here, in the league and stuff. It's pretty tight all over, You got Egg Harbor Township and Holy Spirit beat each other, once. You got the same thing with St. Joe's and the Prep and Atlantic City and Ocean City in that quarantine, so that's going to have an effect on that conference.
Here's Fox as we begin quarter number 3 at center court. Veering to his right, sends right sideline to Brown. Down low it goes all alone as Delaney, and he just easily drops it in.
Yeah, real nice look there. Back screen down low, got him right, open right underneath the basket.
Cates to Diggs along the right sideline. Diggs with a head fake, now retreats center court for Cates. Cates sends left sideline for Ryan Williams, circling to his right, throws along the right sideline for Holmes. Holmes center court. Holmes looking for help, leaves it for Cologne. Cologne through traffic. Cologne with a step. Cologne down the lane, and you can see he's just letting it fly early to prevent the big guys from getting to it. Fox has it tapped away, but able to rescue. Deep along the left side, here's Palak with the side jump that is no good. Rebound Delaney down low for Palak on the return, and he's fouled from behind.
Yeah, got him there, from behind. Good hustle underneath the, boards, but that height, that advantage that the Hermits have just played havoc on Vineland in that possession.
Palak with the first, and it is good. Checking in is for Vineland is Keenman Carter. Sitting down is Cates, and the second also good for Palak. 42-25 now. St. Augustine begins to pull away. Left side, it's Williams. Williams cross-court pass, nearly throws it away, but rescued by Diggs. Diggs switching hands on the dribble to the right-hand corner. Let's fly for three. Too far, and the rebound comes down to Palak. Up court, it goes for Delaney. Cuts in, drops it home.
Even got a little bump there from Williams, but it didn't matter.
Williams gallops to the forecourt. Left-hand corner, Cologne for the side jumper. That is good for three.
Much needed basket there.
Left-hand corner, here's Palak, the jumper.
That's a two. Inside the lane.
Moving it up court, Williams, he lets fly from three, from distance, and he hits. Fox up court for Delaney. Cross court along the left sideline, it goes for Palak. Outside for Brown, he drops it home with a quick release. His first two, the freshman. Diggs to the forecourt. Bothered by Fox, that is. One hops right sideline for Williams. Williams up court for Carter. Outside looking for Cologne, nearly loses. Sends right sideline for Williams again. Back to back from downtown.
Definitely from downtown on that one. Vineland's taking their shots. They're making them, getting them back in the ball game here.
Bearing left is Fox along the left sideline. It's Palak down low for Delaney, short on the flip, and gets his own rebound and drops it home.
It's getting like kind of old in there for Vineland. They can't battle that.
Diggs with a step, looking to pull it up against Fox. No good. The rebound comes down to St. Augustine. Up court for Brown, pulls it away from Williams down low. Horner cuts in, no good, but he was fouled on the play.
You can see the height advantage is, really starting to get to Vineland. They're getting a little bit winded out there, and they just don't have the pep that they had. And there's nobody there on the bench that they can give them a rest.
Horner will shoot two. First, rims out. Bennett will check in.
Yeah, that's Holmes' third foul, so they got to get him out of there a little bit.
A little bit more size up front as well, bringing in Bennett. Second, no good. That's very strange. You don't see that very often. Here's Delaney with the rebound, but his short flip is no good. Outlets to Cologne. He's down court for the scoop that is no good. Rebound for Delaney. Delaney has it picked off by Williams. Williams switching hands on the dribble. Free throw line for the pull-up. That is no good. And the rebound for Delaney. Delaney gives off for Fox. Fox racing to the forecourt. Left baseline for Brown. Flip no good. Gets his own rebound. No good. Rebound is taken off by Diggs. Diggs starts out. Left side.
This is just run and gun here, Tony.
Watched by Palak. And he's called, Diggs is looking at the official in disbelief. He's called for turning the ball over. He just put the ball down on the court because...
Well, I'll tell you what, if you've been doing the same thing all game and now you get a call in the third quarter, that kind of makes you look at the official.
On the left sideline, Palak, left-hand corner, Delaney. Outside for Fox. Fox returns to Delaney, left-hand corner. Let's fly from deep, it's short. Fox with the rebound, and he hits. First two for Fox and a timeout. 4:02 left in the third quarter. 52-34. St. Augustine on top. Well, Johnson's Popcorn's known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year. 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1970. The Cumberland County Improvement Authority Game of the Week is also brought to you by Newfield National Bank. Phone 800-690-3440.
You're seeing, like we said, the size is just, too much right now for Vineland. And the prep, except for the first quarter, they came out a little sluggish, but they're playing their brand of basketball now.
Inbound pass to Diggs, watched by Fox to the forecourt. Snaps left side for Cologne. Played by Schleicher, who's come on. He's got the step with the scoop, and he's missed a number of those, but the rebound is put back.
We'll give it to Cologne underneath, even though it was tapped in by the prep.
Right sideline. Schleicher up high, goes for.
Bring it down, they'll take it away.
Stolen away. Here's down the lane. The scoop that is good by Holmes, and he was fouled on the play.
I think Fox got him there.
Well, there's no give up with these Fighting Clan. They're battling despite the lack of size.
No, there's no quit in Vineland. You can say that. They're not hanging their heads and nothing at all.
Selby checks in. Fox will sit. Third personal on Fox. Free throws no good by the lefty, and Horner with the rebound. Gives it off to Selby to the forecourt. Left-hand corner for Demara. Swing it right sideline for Schleicher. Up high for Delaney. Down low for Horner. Turns, hits, but it will not count. He was fouled before he let
getting him
fly.
with the hands down low in the back. And hey, if you're outside, you got to try that a little bit, and you hope the official doesn't see it. But he got his hands down on his lower back there and pushed him out a little bit.
Checking back in is Cates. Sitting down as Holmes for Vineland. Delaney
that's his fourth on Holmes.
Delaney inbounds to Schleicher. Outside, Selby swings it left sideline for Demara. Left baseline for Delaney. He gives off to Schleicher. He cuts in, but he called for steps.
Diggs had to look at him quick there because he thought maybe they were going to call him for a foul there. He got his hands in there, but didn't foul him.
Inbound pass to Diggs, watched by Selby. Veering to his right, now back the other way as he moves it across. Snaps left sideline for Williams. He's played by Delaney. Williams turning, spinning with a step. Pull up, loses control of the basketball, and it's grabbed out of the air by Horner. To Selby, up court, left side, Schleicher. Outside returns for Selby. They flip it for Delaney, but it's picked off on the cross-court pass. Here's Cologne, cross-court for Diggs. Yes, with some English on the basketball.
Definitely put some English down there. Just love to watch that little man play, I'll tell you.
52-40. St. Augustine. Schleicher outside, right sideline for Selby. Up high it goes for Horner. Demara along the left sideline returns for Horner. Right baseline for the jumper that is no good. Rebound tip is no good, and the rebound tipped out of bounds. But they say last touched by Vineland. Looked like St. Augustine might have touched it last.
I tell you, Coach Russo is looking over there, putting his hands out like, what? We can't get up that high. Our guards aren't that big. Definitely gives that one to the Hermits there. Vineland should have had the ball.
Halleck will toss in. Underneath it goes for Delaney. Delaney turns no good. Rebound Brown, but it's poked away and taken by Vineland. Here's Cologne. Up court for Williams. Williams cuts in. No good. He's held before he's able to let fly. A non-shooting affair.
All right. Well, that could have gone either way there. He got his hands right across them there, but Vineland will retain possession, try to make something out of this.
2:02 left in the third. Inbound pass to Bennett with a pump fake. Yes.
Yeah, good inbounds plan there. To run the screen right off of that, and he got the ball right underneath the basket. Williams did.
Left sideline.
Bennett.
Halleck outside for Selby. Right sideline it goes for Brown. Underneath to Halleck for the turnaround. That is good. Lefty, Halleck with 9. Cates, right side, leaves it for Williams. Played by Delaney. Deep in the right-hand corner for Bennett. Has a notion, does not shoot. Now here's Cologne down the lane. No good on the reverse. Rebound taken off by Brown, but it's stolen by Vineland, and timeout smartly called by Cologne with Bennett on the deck, grabbing for the basketball, having possession and not wanting anybody to tie him up.
That's it. Good call there, but get the timeout. They retain possession there on that. Tony, we talked about it last game. We thought last game was the best game that we saw Vineland play, all year. And I'll tell you what, they are giving the prep, all they can handle. And you got to give Coach Russo credit. Those kids are playing really hard. They have basically no bench to come in and get rests. And, they're hanging right in there. Yeah, they're down by 12, but, that's not indicative of how it's really going out there. They're fighting. They are the fighting clan.
Yeah, well, they lost 86-52 the first time around, so this is certainly a big improvement. And again, they don't have their second leading scorer, Antonio Gill, in this game. They don't have, Justin Harper, and they don't have Ja'Cory Williams. So their bench and even one of the starters just not here. Still doing an outstanding job. Inbound pass for Cologne. Let's fly from deep, in and out. And the rebound
in and out
for Lacqua. Leaves it for Selby. Gallops to the forecourt. Spears to his left. Up high for Bevilacqua. Gives off to Brown. Center court to Selby. Left sideline. It goes for Palak. Up high. Here's Ernest. Cuts in. Yes. Ernest with his 4th. Moving it across. Diggs. Watched by Selby. Works off the pick from Williams. And out of bounds. Last touch by St. Augustine. Vineland basketball from the near sideline. Diggs the trigger to Williams. Watched by Bevilacqua. Switching hands on the dribble. Outside for Cates. Cates looks to the sideline, and Coach Russo wants him to hold for 1. Williams, let's fly from deep.
Williams says, I'm going to shoot it.
11 for Williams. We're 25 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Ernest down low, out, but it's poked away, but retrieved by Brown. Ernest along the right sideline, 1 hops head of the key, left side for Selby. Throws it along the left sideline for Palak. Palak, let's fly, no good, short, with 10 seconds left. Here's Cates, and he's fouled in the backcourt.
On the way down. That's not a good foul, in the backcourt there, going down on that. Not a good foul.
7.8 seconds remaining. Vineland will inbound it. It comes to Cates. Cates puts on the floor. Cates left sideline. It goes for Diggs with 2.3. Diggs with a pump fake. Now cuts in. Let's fly. And they say no, it would not have counted. He did not release before the buzzer went off. And the timer hit 0.
Worked really hard to get that shot off.
So we play 3. It's 56-45 St. Augustine. They are the Cumberland County Improvement Authority, your improvement authority, and they're investing in new, innovative facilities. For each dollar they invest, $4 more are returned to Cumberland County. To date, this strategy has created more than $400 million for the county. They also attract new businesses to the county and help those already here to grow and create more jobs. You can also find out the latest developments in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic and what you can do to help on their website, ccia-net.com. They do it all to improve the lives of Cumberland County residents. The Cumberland County Improvement Authority, your improvement authority. Well, Vineland playing an outstanding third quarter, I thought, Harry.
Yeah, absolutely. It just, they can't overcome, that height advantage, but they are giving it all that they have inside there. They're definitely out hustling, the Hermits. I got to give them that, without a doubt.
Vineland with possession as we begin the fourth quarter. To Williams, center court, Cates. Right sideline, he throws for Cologne. 1 hops up high, nearly loses to Williams. Williams does lose now to Delaney.
Too much dribbling.
Delaney, center court. Lobs right sideline for Brown. He'll pull up. Yes.
Brown, as a freshman, really has a nice stroke there, Tony, on that pull-up jumper.
He's one of those kids that Coach Rodeo thinks has a very, very bright future. 6'2", just a freshman. Left side, Cates. Center court for Williams, watched by Delaney. Steps to his right, sends right sideline for Bennett. Bennett puts on the floor. Leaves it for Williams, right sideline. Williams continues the dribble. Center court, he leaves it for Cates. Snaps right sideline for Diggs. Watched by Fox, who's come back on. Nearly loses, but able to rescue. Center court, he retreats, looking to reset the offense here. Right sideline, he sends for Williams. Williams, head of the key, throws right side for Cates. Cates played by Brown. Long range three is good from the outer reaches of the court.
That was definitely a parking lot shot. That was from out there.
Long left sideline, Palak, center court, Fox to Brown, right side. Swing it left side for Palak. Palak, pump fake, cuts in, now taken away,
Another
but a
jump
tie-up.
ball.
This one again is going to be St. Augustine basketball.
I'm not going to say don't bring the ball down low, all right?
That was a quick tie-up. That was a quick tie-up. But it wasn't a rebound. It was in the act of trying to get the shot off. Delaney to toss in. It comes to Fox, left side. Cross-court pass for Brown, returns to Fox. Along the left sideline for Horner. Horner holds, down low for Delaney. Outside for Horner. Let's fly from deep. No good. Rebound taken off by Williams with great position against Brown. Moves it across. Watched by Palak. Now here's the pull-up. It is good. That's got to be his
I'll
third.
tell you, that's his fourth one.
Not his forte, but
he's on fire, let me tell you.
He is. Right side, Brown. Right-hand corner for Horner. Horner outside for Delaney, head of the key. Delaney triple team, sends outside for Brown as he steps to his right, reverses the ball left side for Fox. Deep in the left-hand corner, Palak to the free throw line for Horner, no good. Brown with a rebound. Outside sends for Fox.
Yeah, work the clock here.
They'll reset the offense. Palak for the long-range three.
Well, he answered from the parking lot down this end.
And we have one of the St. Augustine players shaken up. And let's see who that is. That's Brown, I believe.
Yeah, I think he got a shot in the stomach.
Coach Rodeo coming out, and you could see some of the Vineland players going over. And
yeah, no, good sportsmanship there.
He's having a little bit of trouble walking off. But,
yeah, he got a shot in the stomach.
61-51.
That's not what you want to see. He's still in some pain there. He must have really got a good shot. They got the trainer, Reckenmile, over there.
Down court, nobody there for Bennett with a pump fake. The short flip is no good. Missed an easy one there. The rebound
should have went right up. Maybe would have got fouled.
Right-hand corner. Here's Palak again. Let's fly from deep. This one no good. Short rebound comes off to Diggs. Diggs racing to the forecourt, played by Schleicher. With a step, he's down the lane, and the whistle, he was fouled before he got to the 10.
I'll tell you, he just split that almost the whole Hermit team down there, right down the middle. Got that little hesitation dribble that makes you bite on it, and then he uses that speed.
He's such a good ball handler. Inbound pass comes to Cates, nearly too far, but able to chase it down center court. Cates hands it for Williams, right side. Veers to his right. Will he take another one? He will. This one is way short, and the rebound comes down to Palak.
I think he's getting tired.
Palak cut off by Williams. Palak nearly to the back court. Ahead it goes for Delaney. Spins to the baseline for the scoop that is good. Nice move there by Delaney, able to spin away from the defender.
Beautiful spin move there by Delaney, and he lost him just right along the baseline.
Cates, head of the key. Cates leaves it for Cologne, center court. Directing traffic, looking to get the screen from Bennett. Sends right sideline for Cates. Cates holds the basketball. Gives off to Diggs. Watched by Fox. Diggs with a step. Diggs down the lane. Diggs is able to bank it home. A tough shot there.
Just a little fadeaway, make it, where you can't block my shot.
Left-hand corner, it's Palak. Down low it goes for Horner. Turns, hits. First two for Horner in the second half. He's been quiet.
Yeah, well, he did enough in the first half.
He did. Diggs with a step again on Fox to the left baseline, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like either it's going to be Pollock or Fox.
Yeah, Pollock is trying to plead his case there a little bit, but he got his hands on him, and hey, give the call there to Diggs.
Diggs will trigger underneath his own basket, looking, continues to look to Williams, left-hand corner, and a timeout.
Yeah, got to call a timeout, afraid to get a 5-second call there.
3:55 left in this ball game. 65-53. St. Augustine continues to lead it. Do you have all the insurance you need? Insuring those possessions that are important to you will give you peace of mind. Beyond the Insurance has been serving the community since 1973. Come in and visit their friendly staff at 525 East Elmer Street in Vineland. They can take care of all your insurance needs. It just takes a telephone call to put the knowledgeable agents at Beyond the Insurance to work for you. Whether it's coverage for your home, auto, business, or more, phone George Castellini and the professionals at the Beyond the Insurance Agency, 856-696-0700. At the end of the day, you will be glad you did.
Had a little exchange there between Coach Rodeo and one of the officials down there, But end of the game, no sense in, getting too excited there. We got 4 minutes to go here. And I'll tell you what, Vineland is not out of this, by any stretch. Couple threes there, couple turnovers, put them right back in it.
They will have the basketball. Inbound pass to Williams in the left-hand corner, watched by Delaney. Operates left side, spinning to his left, to the left baseline. He's going to let fly again and hits again from downtown. He's unconscious.
Let me tell you, he's scorching that rim up there, scorching those cords.
Ernest, right sideline to Horner. Outside Ernest, head of the key. Down the lane to Schleicher. Brings it outside for Horner. Right baseline outside for Schleicher. Nearly loses, but able to rescue head of the key. One hops right sideline for Horner. Down low, it goes for Delaney. Double teamed outside, sends for Ernest. They're looking like they may be taking a little bit of the air out of the basketball here.
Coach Rodeo just wants them to work the clock.
Horner, right side. Right baseline for Delaney. Back to Horner. Drives and hits. And he was fouled on the play. Great give and go there.
That's the way you work the clock, there. You put the ball outside and, wait for them. Just that one moment where he makes that cut right to the basket and you have a give and go and you got a basket out of it. And you work some time off the clock.
Horner with the free throw. It is good. 21 for Horner. Williams head of the key. Williams looking to cut it up court against Delaney. Now on the switch, picked up by Horner. Down the lane for the scoop. It is no good. Horner bothered him on the shot.
Yeah, he was looking for a foul there,
Rebound comes off to Delaney, who leaves it for Selby. Moves it across. Right sideline for Ernest. Holding the basketball outside Schleicher. Watched by Diggs. Schleicher to his left. Schleicher underneath to Delaney. Just drops it home. A great look there. Delaney all alone under the bucket.
Yeah, all alone because his man had to come over and help, on the dribble penetration there, which left him wide open.
Right sideline Diggs, watched by Selby. Looking to work off the pick from Williams. He'll let fly from downtown. It's no good. Rebound, though, comes right to Holmes. Looks for the reverse. No good, but he was fouled by Horner.
Yeah, Horner got him there. Right on the arm there. They're going to send him to the line. That's what you don't want. Don't let him score without the clock running.
Well, that was kind of a gift for Holmes. It came right down to him off the missed shot, and he just turned and let fly.
Yeah, he just looked and said, oh, what is this?
First, no good. Bennett will check back in, replacing Williams for Vineland. 2:10 left. Holmes will get another. Second is good. 70-57. St. Augustine. Selby, center court, works against Holmes. He's got the step. Cross-court pass. Drops it off for Delaney. It is no good, but a whistle. Might have been, they fouled They did foul Delaney. Didn't
Yeah.
know if it was on
That's what
Selby.
happens when you when you have that dribble penetration, down there, and then the big man has to come over and help. It leaves the other, your player wide open underneath. Easy pass to make. But
First is no good.
that's why you got to stop that. You got to stop that penetration.
Foul was on Bennett, his third. Delaney will get another. Second is good. Delaney with 18, just short of his average of 20. Moving out of the backcourt, it's Diggs against Selby. Great acceleration down the lane, no good, but he was fouled.
He'll go to the line for two. I'll tell you, he's got a heart of a lion.
Yeah, we were concerned. The last game we did against Bridgeton, just about the end of the game, maybe a minute or two left, he went down with an ankle sprain. Didn't look good as he was walking off the court, but he recovered quickly. First is good.
Yeah, I was really worried because if that was the end of his season, that would have been a shame.
He'll get one more, and don't forget he's just a junior, so second is also good. 71-55, 1:45 remaining. Selby center court watched by Cologne. One hops up high for Horner. Down low for Delaney. Spins, cuts, and turns and lays it home with the left hand. Nice move there.
Yeah, he just pinned Williams on that.
At the other end, Cologne with a scoop that is good off the pass. Moving it out of the backcourt is Schleicher. Center court. Continues the dribble and a whistle on the play.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Diggs is really giving it all he's got, but that ankle is bothering him a little bit.
Yeah, you can see.
You can see him, he won't come out, I can tell you that, but he's not at full speed there. You can see a little limp.
A little bit. Out of bounds, the inbound pass intended for Delaney. It's tipped away and out of bounds, but they say last touch by St. Augustine. The coach, Rodeo, is in disbelief, and now the official wants to talk it over.
Yeah, they're going to confer, and get it right. All right,
yeah.
but it stays the same.
Bennett will toss in. Comes to Cologne. Watched by Schleicher. Accelerates on Schleicher. Right side now veers to his left. Hands to Diggs. And Diggs did travel against Selby.
Tried to make that little move there, but he both feet. You can tell, Diggs, he's exhausted out there.
Well, he faked to his right and then looked to cut to his left, but took that step before the ball hit the court, so called for steps. 1:07 remaining. Selby to the forecourt in deliberate fashion. Head of the key, sends right side for Delaney. Right-hand corner for Horner. Works off the pick from Delaney. Cuts in to the trailer for the reverse. That's Schleicher, nicely done there. And he drops it in.
A beautiful cut by Schleicher, and, got the pass.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Timeout on the court. Cumberland County Improvement Authority Game of the Week is also brought to you by Beyond the Insurance, 525 East Elmer Street in Vineland. And we heard a little comment from the official telling one of the players for St. Augustine to simmer down. I like it. I like the exchanges there between the officials and
you
the
got
players.
at the end of the game, you don't want to see anything crazy, happen there. So, officiating's not just calling the fouls and stuff. It's also, having control of the game and, tell a player to do that. You don't want him to get a foul and do something stupid. So, it calms him down, too. That's a good official.
I mean, there wasn't really anything going on. He was just coming over, talking to the official. It'll be Vineland basketball. They'll toss in from the near sideline. Cologne to trigger. Left-hand corner for Bennett, I should say. Outside it goes for Cates. Cates puts on the floor against Ernest. Switching hands on the dribble. He's also going to be back next year. He's just a sophomore at 6'1". Going to play for the final shot here.
Just going to, maybe call it a day.
Well, every every game there are teaching moments, and if you can work on a play that you're going to run in a game that is obviously more competitive, at the end of the game, why not? Right side, it's Diggs. Diggs puts on the floor. Watched by Selby. The long-range jumper from three, no good, that he was fouled, and he'll move to the free throw line for three, and a smile comes to Diggs' face.
Yeah, you can see that smile. That's a grin from ear to ear there on that. He goes, I got you.
Even some of the kids from St. Augustine are smiling right along with him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Probably saying, yeah, that was a good play.
Yep.
Diggs hits the first. Second is good.
Yep.
Gets the rim.
Shooters roll.
4 seconds remaining. And he hits all three.
Yep. That'll give him 20 for the game there.
75-64. And they're going to let the time run out. And that's going to do it. So St. Augustine knocks off Vineland for the second time this season, but a different story here from Vineland.
Absolutely, and you got to remember the Hermits coming off that, emotional win last night against the son of Coach Rodeo Sr. And, coming here to Vineland. And, when you come into a game like this after you've beaten the team soundly, the time before, sometimes it gets in your head a little bit. Well, maybe this will be an easy game. But Vineland, even down with their numbers and injuries and stuff like that, they had different storylines that they wanted to come out of this game. And I'll tell you what, they lose by 11, but if I'm Coach Russo, I can't be more prouder than my guys over there.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, as depleted as they were, to come out with not a victory, but certainly, and I know there's no moral victory in sports, and that's what they say, but this has to give them a lot of confidence because they were so depleted. Still, they just played so very hard and just lost it 75-64. Remember, they lost 86-52 at St. Augustine the first time around. So a big improvement for this Vineland club against a very, very, very good St. Augustine.
And that was their full squad that last game, too.
Yeah, there's no question about it. They can hold their heads high in this game. Coming up next for us will be Tuesday against, St. Joseph Hamilton for the second time this season. This is the second time this season, Harry, that they've played both St. Augustine and St. Joe's back-to-back. Last time it was St. Joe's, then St. Augustine. And now this time St. Augustine and then St. Joe's. So they're hoping to have Ja'Cory Williams back possibly for that game. No guarantee. But of course, Gill will be back.
Yeah, and that'll help there immensely too. And you know what? They're just playing better. It's going to be a big difference from that first game to this game there. They seem to have just gelled as a unit. Like I said, last game I think was the best game that they played, and then tonight, they just came off of that and put in a stellar performance, in this game and just fought all the way. They were the fighting clan tonight, and they got nothing to hold their heads down about. They can hold them high.
So St. Augustine improves to 8-1. Vineland falls to 5-3. Taking a look at the scoring leaders, Matt Delaney with 20 for St. Augustine. John Horner also with 20, 18 of those in the first half, and Keith Palak with 12. For Vineland, as expected, Ymir Diggs with 20 points, 17 for Ryan Williams, who threw in, I believe, 4 threes in this ball game. And he was just on fire in that second half, and Amir Cates with 12. So once again, the final score 75-64. St. Augustine knocking off Vineland here at Vineland in this matinee. Cumberland County Improvement Authority Game of the Week is a joint production of Quinn Broadcasting and Prime Events on La Brava, WMVB, 1440 AM and 96.1 FM. Want to thank on camera for the stream, Doug Leola, Vineland Public Schools Broadcasting. Great job as always. Ephraim Muniz back at WMVB, our producer there. And of course, my broadcasting partner, Harry Sachs, for a great job. As always, we'll be back on Tuesday, scheduled for 5:30 tip. As of right now, that could change, but we have not gotten any indication thus far officially that it will. So stay tuned for the same stations for Vineland against St. Joe's of Hamilton. Once again, final score, St. Augustine 75, Vineland 64. For Harry Sachs, this is Tony Blum. So long for now.